You can release a movie and unravel 10, 15 years of comics. All those comics, as soon as a movie comes out that people watch, if a movie comes out and $300 million were made, $400 million, that can become the new definitive Booster Gold. And that's exactly what I think is going to happen here. For the children, for the people who know Booster Gold, that's the Booster Gold they're going to know. That's the power of cinema. That's the power of live action. Booster Gold has been cast, right? This is Booster Gold. This is a rich millionaire, billionaire from the future. And what this character is, he's very much, think of the Ken Barbie doll type. Think of a Brad Pitt type. Think of a blonde hair, blue-eyed, Barbie doll looking, typical white guy who's rich type of character. That's who Booster Gold is from the future. Use future knowledge to get rich, stay rich. Use future knowledge for his own gain. He's a comedic character, someone you don't really take too seriously. He's an obscure character that a lot of DC fans, a lot of general public would not know. Only real DC fans who are really into DC would know who Booster Gold is. Well, we have a casting. James Gunn cast him. At least that's what people are saying. There's one specific actor that's tied to the casting of Booster Gold. One specific actor. His name's being thrown around. And the character, the person's name that's being thrown around, I guess I'll just show you guys. Here he is. A blonde-haired, blue-eyed billionaire from the future was cast by, being played by, allegedly. This is the actor. Yes, he's the Eternals guy. I don't have a problem with this actor. In fact, I kind of like this actor. I do like him. I like him in Eternals. He was in that comedy with Issa Rae. I didn't watch it. But he had a cameo in Star Wars. I think he was in Obi-Wan. He was funny in that. I understand. First of all, I understand why you got... the best thing to do is talk about why it makes sense. Why this actor makes sense to play this character. This is a very lighthearted character, someone who makes a lot of jokes and all that. And guess who he is? He's a comedian. He's the guy you don't take too seriously. He's a lighthearted guy. Even in a lot of his roles, he plays a lighthearted, fun-loving, comedic, jokey type of character. So personality-wise, it makes sense. It really does. Also, that a reason why it makes sense for him to be here is because of his physique. This guy had a complete body transformation for the best. This dude got shredded, and you see him in Eternals, that body is on point. So he does have the physique to play a superhero. But Booster Gold is not really the superhero type. He's not. So the body doesn't matter. That's it, though. This has to be one of the most terrible type of casting choices outside of the ones that I said. I don't like this casting choice, guys. I don't F with it. I don't subscribe to it. Booster Gold is a white man, a white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, goofy, American-looking motherfucking Brad Pitt type of guy. And you got him to play Booster Gold. Let me tell you, there's nothing Booster Gold oozing from this man physically. If you would have told me an hour ago that he would be playing Booster Gold, I'd be like, what? DC? For the MCU, I would understand. He made a name in the MCU, in Eternals. This is DC though, bruh. And that's why I try to let you guys know. Even though that Marvel is owned by Disney, so the MCU is Disney, they have a lot of fake woke, agenda-based hiring practices. You've seen the undercover investigation video where an executive at Disney was basically saying, we don't want white men. We don't want white guys. We're looking for people of color, brown, pink, yellow, blue, green, anything but white. And that makes sense for Disney. But this is DC. And I wanted to let you guys know, it's not like DC is not all. DC is a part of Hollywood. Warner Brothers is a part of Hollywood. Warner Brothers, Paramount, Universal, Sony, Disney. Like this is still Hollywood. And Hollywood together has an agenda to cast characters of certain colors, creeds, ethnic backgrounds, nationalities, religions, and more importantly to them, but trash for us that shouldn't be, sexual preferences. I don't think that your sexual preference or your gender or your or what you identify as, your pronouns or any of that should be a part of why you cast a character. DC is a little bit fake woke because all of Hollywood is. This is a MCU casting, bro. This is something that you will see in the MCU, bro. This is something that I expect to see in the MCU. But I have this rule of if the character is not iconic, you can F with it. I have a problem with Superman being any color than white. I have a problem with Batman, Wonder Woman being any color than white. I have a problem with Wolverine, any other color than white. Captain America. Well, yes, still. I have a problem with Black Panther ever being white. I have a problem with you saying you're casting Jon Stewart as Green Lantern and making him white. That's a problem. He has to be black. When a character is iconic, when everybody knows the character as a certain way, when his image, when you think of the name and an image pops in your head, that means you shouldn't really mess with the character's identity, the way he looks. You should just keep it classic. Because they took lots of years in order to become an institution. Booster Gold is not that character, guys. Don't nobody know who Booster Gold is, bruh. Nobody knows who Booster Gold is. And we're talking about, generally speaking, who the freak is a Booster Gold? He's not iconic. He's not legendary. He don't have a lot of fans. This is a type, if there was a character that you could switch up and make gay, trans, brown, or Asian, it's Booster freaking Gold. It's Booster. He's the type of character, a Guardians of the Galaxy character. Don't nobody know them. I mean, now they do because James made the movies. Prior to Guardians of the Galaxy, keep it 1,000, chat. And those of you guys at home watching this on replay, we're live every Friday around 3 p.m. Make sure you're here. Keep it a buck. How many of y'all know who the Guardians of the Galaxy was before the movie came out? How many of you guys knew who the Guardians of the Galaxy were before the movie came out? No, not on my radar. Nah, That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Don't nobody know it. And it's the same in Booster Gold, bro. I put the same for Booster Gold. He's the type of character. So even if he's cast by this actor here, I like the actor. Listen, guys, I don't like it though. I would still put a white dude in this role, but I'm not mad at him. I like him as an actor, so I F with it. Personally, I'll F with it and give it a pass, but I don't like the casting. I still don't like the casting. Now, if this was a Batman, Wonder, then we're talking. But no, I don't really have a problem with it, man. Someone said I did, but I'm a comic reader. Obviously, if you're a comic reader, it makes sense because if you read DC Comics, I'm putting you guys to the side. DC heads, DC familiar people who are familiar with DC, I ain't talking about y'all. Because, yeah, you know who that is. But generally speaking, when it comes to making a movie or putting someone, no one's going to know. When people see for the first time a movie that has him in it, they're going to say Booster Gold, and then he's going to look like that. They're going to be like, oh, okay. I didn't know Booster Gold was Indian or whatever. Y'all cool, okay. And then you could also say that's a problem, though, right? Because Booster Gold from now on, I'm gonna make this prediction. This is what happens when you make a movie with a character. Movies have way more power than comics. Movies have way more power than comics. You could release a movie and undo 30 years of comics. You could release a movie and unravel 10, 15 years of comics. All those comics, as soon as a movie comes out that people watch, if a movie comes out and $300 million were made, $400 million, that can become the new definitive Booster Gold. And that's exactly what I think is going to happen here. For the children, for the people who know Booster Gold, that's the Booster Gold they're going to know. That's the power of cinema. That's the power of live action. You can already see the endless amount of videos from geeks and gamers about this. That's a funny comment because I understand too. That's why they're radical, bro. You got to roll with logic and common sense. you shouldn't have a problem with this, bro, because don't nobody know who the Booster Gold is outside of DC fans and comic book heads. So I ain't got no problem with it, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section what you guys think.